What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third mini on this podcast.
I didn't realize
Um,
you were starting now, but hi guys.
I gave you a countdown. What else do you need?
You were
Um,
whispering. I didn't hear what you were saying, my boy.
you're on some shit already. All right,
Maybe.
but turn that gift card around. Let me see the numbers on the back. Yeah. All right, everyone, take a screenshot. All right, anyways, so Logan, what did you do today, and how was your day?
My day was alright. I worked from when did I go in? I worked at like 7:30. Then I
Hmm,
clocked in like 7:20. Um, worked until like 11:30. Left my work, dropped off Cheyenne at her house, went to my house, showered, changed.
Changed.
Went down to Davie to a place called Cali Coffee. Went and got coffee. Cheyenne starts nursing school tomorrow, so I made sure to order enough coffee so that when she goes to Cali tomorrow on her way down to work, or I'm sorry, on her way down to school, she has a free drink tomorrow, so she doesn't have to pay for coffee on her first day of school, which is always a good
Um,
thing. Um,
I consider.
so got that, brought her coffee, well, picked her up kind of.
Yeah.
Went to go get something to eat, grabbed my food, went back to her house, ate. Um,
Yeah.
kind of just chilled for a little bit. Um, went sat outside with her family for a little bit. They were in the pool. We just kind of chilled.
Yeah.
Um, for obvious reasons. Um, and then decided we were gonna go inside. She had some schoolwork she had to do. I talked to her stepdad about fantasy football. Um, and then yeah, honestly, I think that was really it. I had dinner with her family, obviously,
Okay.
and then came home a little early so she could do some school stuff before she had to go to nursing school tomorrow. And
That is true.
now I'm recording a podcast and have to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning because I work again tomorrow at 8 a.m. So
That is true. We are recording this podcast a little bit earlier because normally we start around like what, like 10:30.
like 10:30. Yeah, it's only
And
9:11 right now. Pause.
now. Sounds like a
Sorry,
good
that was
day though.
slightly inconsiderate.
Sounds like a good day
Wow.
though.
Nah, I at least I didn't say all that. That is
I was talking about
wild.
your day, not you being on some
Oh,
shit.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, oh.
I was
Yeah,
saying
no,
like it
I mean
sounded like a
I
good
had
day
a
for
good
you.
day. I had a good day. It was nice. It was fun. Didn't have to work a whole 6 hours, but I got to work 7 tomorrow, so it's fine. At least the paycheck's gonna be kind of fat. So,
Okay, good. That's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear.
what was your day, Target? What did you do
Um,
today?
well,
I'm just
me,
well, I know what you did today, but I want everybody else to hear what you did today.
so today, first of all, I'm gonna flex real quick. I actually a ring. You know what kind of ring that is?
Mm-mm.
Cartier.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Anyway, so back to my day.
Speaking of which, actually entirely unrelated, not really speaking of which at all. Um, I just want it to be known that Tarbit has not responded to any of my texts or anything
You know what's
all day.
crazy? No, no, no. What's crazy is first of all, anything
All
you've
day.
texted me once, and
All
in
day.
the
Have
text,
yeah, but
in
you
the
didn't respond to
text,
me.
let me tell you why. And I realized it after the fact, and I was like, oh, well, it's too late to respond now, you know. But so you did text me, and so this goes to with my day. So I woke up at around like 2, and at 2, I started my day. Actually, I think at 12. At 12, I started my day, got dressed, you know, I ate, showered, and did my thing. And around like 2, oh my god, around like 2, I
Are
know
we
my bad.
alive? Are we good?
Nah, I have a sore throat. I'm still kind of sick.
Oh, heard. Oh,
So
not gonna.
so like at 2, my boy texted me, was like, "Yo, trying to hop on some COD." Like, bro, I'm always trying to hop on some COD. So
Wait, your boy being.
Adam.
Oh, heard. Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me throw the stream up. So I streamed for 5.5 hours today, which is something I haven't done in 2 months. So it felt nice. Felt nice to be back or whatever. And I made some popcorn. I ate. I started this show on Apple TV called Severance, and it started off really slow, so I gave up on it as usual. So I was like, "Fuck, all right." And then you Facetimed me about 5-10 minutes after, And oh, I also redesigned my bathroom today. Like my side looks so nice because we have like a double sink because me and my sister share a bathroom.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It was like my sink looks so nice and I got like a bunch of new shit for it. So I'm happy today. I'm doing a podcast.
That's good.
It's going up on
I
YouTube. Don't forget
also
to like and
I
subscribe, and if you're on Spotify, don't forget to rate us 5 stars and drop download and listen.
make sure to download. Yep. I also forgot to mention. I did some big boy things today.
Like what?
I paid my credit card. Not fully. Not fully. Not fully. Let's be clear. I made a $500 payment on my credit card. Um. Oh, this isn't me. Cheyenne bought a laptop today.
MacBook?
hmm Yeah, the MacBook Pro. It's the same computer I have.
You didn't get the new one
Um.
with the MK2? It's
No.
like 4 bands.
Yeah, she ain't got it like that. Trust me.
Nah, that's crazy.
Um. So yeah, I had to make a payment on that. Oh, I talked to my boss. I got out of work early next Sunday because I'm going to Cheyenne's stepdad's fantasy football draft. It's like a restaurant
It's so
that like they're
cute.
throwing like a whole party for or whatever.
Mm.
Going there. Um
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was really it, to be honest.
All right. Well, now we got that out of the way. Let's get into our topics. Our first topic of the
Yes,
day
sir.
is it's about us. You know, about us
About
and
us.
where
Really
we've
getting to
been.
know into the minds.
Yeah. So, where have you traveled to, and what is one thing you liked about it and disliked about it? And when I say traveled, I don't mean like drove through it like the state. I mean like you stayed there at least a night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do one I'm gonna switch this up. So it's two places, one good from one place, one bad from the other place.
Okay, so you're just gonna do one good from one place and then a bad from the other.
Yes.
Okay, valid. Let's hear it.
So the bad is my mom's best friend lives in or moved to Texas, right?
Hmm.
And she
What
got
part?
married, so we went to Texas for her wedding. She lives in Spring. It's like Houston suburb.
Okay.
Um so moved there. So we went over there for her wedding. I think this was like June of 2013, 14,
All right, we're
one of
going
those
deep.
weird years.
All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So Spring is like a suburb like south of Houston, right? And Houston's already pretty deep south, right? But there's a
Hmm.
beach called Galveston. Galveston Beach. Galveston, Texas is a city. The beach,
As in
Galveston Beach,
girls. All right,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting up.
Right? If you know where Rice University is, very close in proximity.
Love rice.
Um, so right, go Owls. Yep. I feel like Brady. Jesus
Go
Christ.
blue. We'll get into that story later today.
um, but I obviously I've grown up in Florida my whole life.
Hmm.
Florida beaches, Florida weather, love it. Right. This beach, right? Black sand everywhere. Right. Dirty as fuck.
Now, I'm gonna say
Smelled
some
like
shit.
ass.
Is it? Never mind. I'm gonna let you live on for the sake of this podcast.
It was gross. No, it wasn't oil. It wasn't oil. It
No, that's
wasn't
not
like
what I was
any
gonna
like.
say. That's not what I was gonna say.
Okay. No. The beach was just dirty. Like it was just gross. Had rocks, like you know how
Oh,
if you
like
go to
yeah, like there's big rocks and you're stepping on them, and
yeah,
the
but like
sand.
you know how you know how what is it? Is it Deerfield or Pompano where there's like that big thing of just rocks, like just a whole like line of
Pompano.
rocks. Pompano, yeah.
Well, I think they
So
both have it, but Pompano has another one.
yeah, so you like step on it, right? And it just like hurts your feet because they're like cracked rock, and it's like you know
Yeah,
what I
and it's
mean?
like coral, like shaved
Yeah,
coral.
but that was the entire beach,
That's
right?
disgusting.
So
You're
you
wearing
had
sneakers
like
on the beach.
you had to wear shoes on the beach, which was just fucking
It's
stupid. Like
gross.
no, best place I've ever been to. I'm probably just gonna say North Carolina, whatever. But they're more. This is gonna lead into a conversation that we're gonna talk about later. Has nothing to do with my answer to said question, but There's a place, and so like my all of my family from North Carolina lives in Asheville, right? And right outside Asheville is a city called Boone, right up in the mountains, really nice place, right? There's a restaurant. It's called the Mellow Mushroom. Now they have mellow mushrooms in multiple different places. There used to be one in Delray. I think it's closed now, but it's a really good pizza place. This place was on the side of a mountain that was on top of a water spring.
That's kind of dope.
Okay, they pulled the water from the mountain from the spring, right?
So you got
And
fresh ass water.
made their pizza dough with the water from the spring. Gas. Best pizza I've ever had, hands down.
You ever been in New
Ever.
York?
I've been to New York. I've had New York pizza. It's good. It's not that good. That was the best pizza I've ever had.
We also don't like
No, no,
cheese,
no,
so
no, no, no. So New York pizza is that good, but it's not like as good as the Meloma. Like
okay,
that was the
okay.
best pizza I've ever had in my life. Gas, and it was just a really cool city. It was like,
It's a good experience overall.
yeah, it was. It was definitely very nice. It's Boone is a nice city. It's right where I don't know why I'm relating everything to colleges, but Appalachian State, really nice campus. It's a really big college town, so like
Appalachian City is
everybody in
beautiful.
downtown Boone, well, everywhere, like everybody downtown's a bunch of like 18 to 24-year-olds, right? But it was really cool. It's just a really fun time.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna name a few places I've traveled to and what I liked and didn't like. For me personally, I also been to Texas, but I've been to a different part of Texas. I was in like the Dallas area. That's because
Like
I have
Dallas
like
Fort Worth.
yeah, because I have like cousins there. I have family there. Also, I haven't been there since like 2013 either, because I haven't visited my cousins in a long time. I don't even know if they know who I am anymore because it's been that long. But yeah, so it was them, and that was the first time I ever went swimming in a lake,
Oh,
and it was scary. I have like a pretty traumatic like thing from there. I was like 9 or some shit, right? So it's like being from Florida, I'm thinking there's alligators everywhere because no one told me alligators were like really just a Florida thing, like you know.
hmm.
Um, so we go in this lake and a fish brushes up against my like leg while I'm on like a floaty. I'm flipping shit. You know what I do, bro? I don't scream. I don't run away. I start beating the fuck out of the water. I'm just throwing hands at the water, thinking that's gonna do something. and and my dad's like, "What the fuck's happening?" I'm like, "The alligator touched me." And I'm just still sitting here swimming in the water and shit. And he's like, "You're an idiot." Like, what are you talking about? You're good.
Ah! Sorry,
You're good. And
sorry, my
then
bad.
that's when I learned there was no alligators in like Texas. You know,
Hmm.
or hopefully. I still don't believe it. Don't believe it. Um, yeah, so I haven't been there in a while, but they lived on like a farm, so it's really huge. Um, yeah. So
Good
and I've been
length
to
to growth
Cali.
ratio.
I've been to Cali twice. Um, I've been to Cali twice. The first time was when I was like going in a freshman year, so what, like 14?
Yeah, that was a cross, right?
It was across one of the boys and one of the other boys named Jacob McCormick, and I just dropped the government. But yeah, we stayed at his like aunt's house for like a week on like this island called Coronado Island. It's really fucking nice. It's like the safest part of like the West Coast United States because it's legit a naval base. So it's like me being from where I'm from, and then Cross being from where he's from, going to this place, they wouldn't even lock the doors at night. So it was like we're like, nah, we're locking that shit.
Yeah, that's how you know they're bougie. They don't even lock their door when they walk in
I'm
their
saying,
house.
like we would go to like so like we went to like her like his aunt's friend's house for like barbecue. We walked
Yeah.
there, and their front door is just wide open. Well, me and Cross stand out there. We
Nah, you can't be doing that.
yeah,
You do
I'm
that,
like
some motherfucker coming in your house. Bah, bah, bah.
I thought yeah, like I thought they got robbed. Like we thought they got robbed, so we were just waiting outside, you know, looking around from the front door, looking at windows and shit. Like just come in, the door's open. We're like, nah, you don't understand. We don't be doing that here. But you guys are on some shit. Yeah, it's a very beautiful island. There's one middle school, two elementary schools, and one high school. The whole island. It's very nice. Um, and I'm in San Diego too, which is also like 10 minutes from Coronado or like 20. San Diego's beautiful. I loved what I did there. Didn't like who I did it with. Um, I also had one of my favorite drinks there. It's like this blue drink called like I think it's like Fago, but it's like a juice type of drink. It's like a blueberry like juice, and that shit was like crack cocaine.
Like a blueberry Fago.
No, it was like blueberry flavored, but it was like tropical like something.
So it
And it,
wasn't blueberry Fago.
no, no, I don't even
So
know if
we're
it's
not
really Fago. I'm not Lil
we're not in the.
Mosey.
I was gonna
Um,
say we're not in the Lil Mosey song.
no, but it's like yeah, it was really good. Obviously I've been to New York when it comes there. I love New York. Recommend New York to anybody. It's legit just top tier.
Yeah, it's alright.
Which is actually
Depends on where you go.
where one of my favorite, restaurants are, which is gonna be a topic we get into later. Um, yeah, so I love New York. New York is awesome. The city, I feel at home in the city, bro. Love it. And subways, I hate them shits, but they're lit.
I thought you were talking about like
The restaurant or the fast
yeah.
food
I was
place.
like,
No.
I was like, oh, next. Yeah.
But I think that yeah, that's pretty much it. So getting to our second topic. This is where when we were yelling "Go Blue" comes. This is what I like to refer to as the jet ski story, right?
Mm.
This was an interesting time in my life.
Hold on, just so we're clear, you're not gonna cap on anybody's name in the story, right? Like you're gonna tell it like actually how it happened.
Yeah, I'll tell exactly how it happened.
Yeah, you better. Don't be fucking this up.
I
I know
won't.
how you like to twist this
I don't
shit.
twist nothing, but you can listen. All right. So basically, what was the day? Like December 10th. Um. So I think it was December 10th actually.
I can tell you exactly what day
It's
it was.
either the
Hold
10th or the 17th. Um. But continue on in the story until we find out the details. Um. We have a friend named Brady, and he invited us. He invited
it was
me.
December of 2020, huh? Damn.
Yeah. So he invited me, Logan, and another kid, and then one of his friends and his friend's girlfriend. And he invited a girl that I used to talk to, Shannon. I've name dropped her before. Her
Oh
friend,
shit! I really don't have it.
and then another one of her friends. So it was like three girls and then four guys, counting the guy's girlfriend. So it was like 4 and 4, and Brady. And there's two jet skis, and they're 3-seaters, so there's like six in total. So we go out on jet skis, and well, first we chill at the pool at his uncle's house for like an hour, bored out of our minds. And sitting in the Florida heat in front of a pool for an hour doing nothing is not fun. So, yeah. Unless you're tanning, but I don't think tanning's fun to anybody. Just lay there. Um, but yeah, so we're laying there, and then everyone gets there, and um,
It was December 5th.
fuck. Should I get into the juicy details of this?
Speaking of,
Oh yeah. I was a real
mm,
handsome fella. Dude, I think I've changed more in 2 years from like 2020 to 2022 than I did all of high school. But regardless. So
sorry, I was reading a picture that was right next to that one. What we said? My bad.
I was like, side note, that I feel like I've changed more in these 2 years than I did all 4 years of high school.
Yeah,
I
I
would say
mean
so.
yeah.
Anyways, back to the story. So, like, we sit there and we walk around the neighborhood for like an hour and a half, dude, and we're getting bored. Like, are we ever gonna go on these jet skis? Like, we woke up early. We drove all the way to what? Boynton or
Bro,
Delray?
I'm gonna keep it a stack, right? So I was up at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning.
Eight
And
o'clock.
this was when I was still on my demon shit and I wasn't getting up until like 2 o'clock normally, right?
Yeah, we were both on that. We were playing COD till 4 in the
So
morning and shit.
I was on my demon shit, not waking up. And I got up at 8 a.m. to go pick up Tarbit's dumbass.
You picked me
And
up?
then yeah, I picked you up and then I went and picked up Brady's
Oh, you
dumbass.
drove that day. Okay.
I did, yes, I
Well, that
drove
makes sense
everybody that
because
day.
Shane. I went with Shane to L House. That does make
Yeah,
sense.
because I drove separately because I had to go get masks.
That makes sense. I
Yeah, so
forgot
I
about
I
that.
had to go get masks because I brought Megan and Kira to go get. Sorry.
No, it's good because this is the downfall of like my last year. This day has started
Yeah.
it.
So I had to bring Megan and Kira to Megan's car, right?
Did Megan drive or I thought Shannon drove?
No. I had to bring Megan, Kira, and Shannon to Shannon's car,
That's what it was. Cause
and
she saw the Subi.
yeah, and they were parked at Kira's um apartment or whatever, like her mom's apartment,
Yeah,
whatever.
in like Deerfield or whatever.
Yeah. So I had to drive there. And then Shannon said they didn't have any fucking masks. So I had to then drop them off, leave, go buy $20. I stole Shannon's credit card. Not I didn't steal. She gave
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But
Hold up. You
I took Shannon's credit
what'd
card.
you
She
do?
she gave me her credit card. I went and bought masks, right?
Yeah.
Might I add. $20 for a box of masks is fucking blasphemous, right?
Yeah, but
Got the masks, brought them to Ale House, right? Because we weren't gonna be able to go to Ale House without them,
yeah,
right?
they wouldn't let us in.
So brought them there, right? Get all that shit done. Okay, we eat at Ale House, but this was all after we
Not on the
had
jet
had
ski.
some
Mishaps.
misfortunes and yeah, a lot of misses,
Yeah.
really, a lot of
So at the time, Shannon had a boyfriend, right? I'm gonna jump that. I'm gonna get into it. Into details. Did I get into details, Logan?
Did she have
Yeah,
a
she was
boyfriend
dating
at
what's his
around
name?
that time? Well, yeah, no, KC. I'm aware,
Yeah. Yeah, they
but
were
yeah,
dating.
okay, I didn't
And
know that. Heard.
so obviously, I'm a good guy. So I was gonna let her have her relationship. But anywho, so they all get there, pull up. I'm kind of like
Sorry.
avoiding them because Kira doesn't like me because of Shannon because some shit went down, and Megan doesn't know me, so I was chill with Megan at the time. Now it's different, but yeah. So then we start going, and it was who was it on the jet ski? So Kira knew how to drive the jet ski. None of us did. So it was Kira, Megan, and Shannon on the jet ski, and it was me, you, and Brady on the jet ski, right?
Mhm.
And you were in the way back, right?
Yeah,
That's so. Okay. So first of all,
bro. My
being
fucking arms hurt after that day
yeah,
because I
it's
had to
an
sit on the
arm
back and
workout.
hold
Yeah,
the
you gotta
shit on
hold
the
it,
back, bro.
dude.
Bro,
I
I
was,
had more of an arm workout that day than I've had in any of my arm pumps in the last
dude.
2 months.
That shit was crazy. I'll tell you what, I never hugged a man so tight. I was on the back of Brady, bro, just hugging the fuck out of him.
Yeah, but I was never gonna do that because you were.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I decided
yeah.
to
I was bricked up too. I'm not
I
gonna
just
lie.
held it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like that shit don't surprise me.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
But
so
like, are you?
we was driving. Yeah, we were driving the jet skis, and Brady's a very emotional, spontaneous person, right? And he's also a Michigan fan. And we're just zooming on the jet skis. We're going like 40, 50, and we're like, all right, let's race. So we start going. Brady's taking off. We're going like 40, and then Kira's like going like 40. And we're matching them, and then Brady starts going faster. And instead of like yelling over and saying some shit, like a normal person be like talk shit to them or something, he goes, "Go blue," because Kira was also a Michigan fan. So I remember holding on to Brady and just turning around and looking at Logan like, did he really just say
And
that
just,
shit?
I just absolutely just like start laughing our ass
We were
off the whole time,
crying.
bro.
And then somewhere in between there and the go blue thing, remember we fell off the jet ski? Like we fell off it like twice. Cause when the jet ski stopped and there's like waves, you have to balance yourself. And like it was like choppy and we were like speeding. So like when there'd be like a big
Oh
wave and
yeah,
then you like stop into it, you kind of like nosedive. And dude, we ate shit like twice. And I remember the one time where Brady was the only one who fell off and he blamed us. He's
yeah.
like, "You guys gotta balance it." I'm like, "Fuck, you want me to do? Like, you're the one who fell off, not us. Like, you gotta balance. We did fine." But this is where stuff started taking a turn, right? Um, someone has the bright idea and goes, "Hey, why don't we go tubing on the jet skis?" And I was like, I haven't been tubing before. That seems like fun. Fuck it. Like fuck it, we bowl. So we go back to the docks. Someone, I forgot who did it. I know it was me and Brady and Shane were on the back. And it was you, was it you, Kira, Megan? It was. It was you,
I don't
Kira, Megan.
remember.
And Shannon was on
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, because
tube.
I was holding
You
the
were
tube for
holding,
Shannon.
yeah,
Yeah,
you were holding like the rope that was like connecting the tube, right?
yeah, I was making sure that the tube wasn't gonna like. I was
Yeah.
making sure that Shannon wasn't gonna die
Which, by the way,
when she
which
was
is
on
dumb
the
as
tube.
fuck for the simple fact that you're gonna get rope burn even if it did work. But we never got to that point, so you didn't have to worry about
Well,
it.
no, no, no. So I wasn't actually holding the rope, right? So I had to release the rope so that it would get far enough because you couldn't like we couldn't track her all the way out to where
Yeah,
we were gonna
yeah,
start
yeah.
going.
So essentially, first of all, Shannon was screaming at me, talking about you go on it, not me. I said, "Fuck no, baby. Like that's all you. I'm good, love." You know? So yeah, and then we start going, and Brady is taking off. You know, I'm holding on to dear life, blah blah blah, because I'm not trying to do a backflip off of this jet ski and eat shit into the water. That's not me. Not what I do. I'm holding on, and we start taking off, and we look back, and I'm like, Brady, they're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna be honest, and I'll leave this part of the story blank for Logan to fill in. I don't exactly know what happened, but what had happened was the rope got tangled in the engine, so we couldn't. So the other jet ski that they were on would not drive, like because
Mhm.
it got caught in like the engine, and it would not drive. We had to go back, and Logan, you could tell how it got caught.
I'm gonna slightly fill this in. Okay, so I'm holding the back of the rope, right? And I throw the rope out. Okay. You throw the rope. So we had turned around already. So I wasn't going to let go of the rope and throw the rope out until we were only going to go straight. Because at that point, you're just going to go straight. So the rope just follows behind, right? So I throw the rope out. While I'm throwing the rope out, Shannon starts trying to pull herself closer to the jet ski. Doesn't make any sense, but to each their
For
own, I
whatever
guess, right?
reason.
And then Kira decided instead of just going straight, right, she wanted to turn around and go the other way. And so Shannon's pulling the rope and Kira's turning. So Shannon's pulling the rope and Kira turns directly into where the rope is,
Oh yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
the rope goes straight over or straight under the jet ski and gets stuck in the engine, right? And at that point, there's not, you know what I mean? Like
Nothing
you
you
can't
can
do
do. It
anything
was
about it.
raps.
So they their jet ski, like the one that we were on stays, right? They come over and start trying to figure out what's wrong. Okay. And we're sitting there trying to figure it out, whatever. We're all
Let me
standing
just
up
say
on each
something.
other's jet
Let me
skis.
just
No,
say
well, let me
something.
finish. Let me finish. Let me
Nah,
finish. Let me
because
finish.
I'm gonna get this in real quick. They were like, we need to turn over the jet ski so we can cut the rope off the engine. That was the unanimous group decision, right? Now you may continue.
Okay. By turning over the jet ski, we didn't mean literally 180 degrees on its head,
That's the only
because
place you can get to the
obviously
engine.
that no, if you turn it sideways, you can have somebody on the side
Oh,
of the thing
first of all,
cutting
you
it
know what?
out.
I'll let you talk real
But
quick because
okay,
we didn't have any
either way,
tools to cut it with in the
either
first
way,
place.
either way. Yeah, there was a knife in the front of the jet ski.
You mean the butter knife that we used?
It was the only thing that we had.
That
But
shit was dog shit.
either way, Tarbit decided it was a fantastic idea to. I was on the back of our jet ski because I was holding the rope. He thought it would be hilarious to jump on the back of the jet ski behind me with three people already on it, so making it a fourth. Jumped on the back, and his dumbass literally
To flip the
flipped
whole
the thing in
thing.
the air. Literally flipped the whole thing in the air. Landed straight on its face, right?
I flipped
Flooded
it
the engine
over.
and flooded the engine
No,
and
no, it was not instantly. It was overtime.
Tarbit. Tarbit.
That
As
is
soon as the
you.
water
No,
gets in the
no,
engine, it's
no, no,
over.
no, 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 no. That's not true. It got flooded because it was left upside down like that for 3 hours.
No, 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 no. It was left upside down like that for 3 hours because that's how long it took for anybody to
Anybody
get
or Shannon?
over
And by the way, I was holding it the whole time. Everyone else was taking turns or
My
letting
ass.
go,
My
and I
ass.
was holding it the whole
My
time.
ass.
No,
My
your
ass.
ass. I was holding it
My
the whole time.
ass.
Me.
Yeah,
I was
was like
holding it the
letting
whole
that shit
time.
go. Was I just
I
letting
was
that
holding
shit
that
go?
shit.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. I'm sitting here,
smoking dick.
fucking
Smoking
holding
dick.
it like this,
Smoking
bruh.
dick.
Fucking
Smoking
struggling
dick.
to
Smoking dick. Smoking
holding
dick.
that bit. And everyone else
All
was
right.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." Megan was laying on
Long
top of
story
the
short.
other jet
Yeah,
ski
I know. I
for
know.
one.
Long
That
story
was red
short.
flag number one, and I completely ignored it.
Yeah. Long story short, that happened. Jet ski flooded. They started having to take trips to go back to because we
So
were
cold.
2 miles out from Brady's uncle's house. That's unfortunate.
It's so cold. Oh my god, it's on my ass. It's so cold.
So we were 2 miles out from
Podcast goes
Brady's
on.
uncle's house,
Oh
right?
my god.
In the intercoastal. Okay. So they have to go back to Brady's house or Brady's uncle's house. Brady has to tell his uncle what just happened, right? Has to tell his uncle that we just flipped his $10,000 wave runner and that shit's
Keep going.
fucked now, right? After
Oh, my
that,
ass is freezing.
I think it was so Brady took Kira and Megan back first. Okay. Then they went like whatever. Brady gets stuck there because his uncle's pissed at him, right? So Kira comes back and takes Shannon and Tarbit. No, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, no, because Shane went back originally. So comes back, takes Tarbit and Shannon. So I'm the last motherfucker out there, right? By myself, standing like chest deep in the intercoastal, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Keep in mind, I was talking to my girlfriend now at the time. We weren't dating then,
Oh,
and
and I'm sorry. What was the
I
last part?
literally did not. I said I was talking to my girlfriend at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah, no,
like
because
so
we had
we
to
were
leave
talking then,
Logan.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
I
left
was
you
the
behind.
last person in the intercoastal, right? So it was just me chilling there, right? Like 30 minutes because she doesn't
Well,
know how to
wait,
fucking
because
drive a jet ski.
wait. Before that part happens, because we did get the broken jet ski back to the dog. So
Yeah, so
this was the
they towed
problem.
it, yeah. But then
Yeah.
Brady's uncle was pissed at Brady.
No, yeah. But this is what happened. Because before, while you were getting picked up, it was me, Shane, Alex, Brady, and Brady's dad, and Brady's uncle. We're all pulling this rope out of the jet ski because the jet ski is already what, like how heavy do you think a jet ski is? Like a cool
Like a
like
ton.
you think?
No,
No,
no, no.
maybe
It's
eight
probably like
hundred
600
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 600 to 800 pounds. But then it's waterlogged, so it's at least
Yeah.
950, close to 1,000, and it's still in the water, and we're pulling it up with this rope. So there's like six guys pulling this thing up, trying to get it onto the dock so it doesn't sink, and we're fighting for our lives. When I'm talking about the skin on my hands was non-existent, like it was terrible. Like it was insane. I we were fighting. We were legit fighting. And it took like 30 minutes for Logan to get picked up because Shannon's never driven a jet ski. 26 of those minutes we were fighting to get this thing back up.
Yep.
So continue with your story because you got picked up and then
So I'm still
in the
in the
intercoastal.
intercoastal, right?
Manatees flying by
And
and shit.
so Shannon comes back, right? But as I'm in the intercoastal, there was a little dock, probably 100 feet away from me.
Oh, remember the guy we were screaming at?
Maybe like 75. Bro, so there was some guy who came out on the dock while I'm the only person out there, and he says, "Hey man, you know there was a stingray out here earlier, right?" I'm like, "I'm sorry,
What?
who? I'm the only motherfucker out here.
Yeah. So you're
Who?
like tripping
There was
balls.
a what now?" And I'm like, "Okay, just be as still as possible. Don't fucking move. Don't fucking move. Don't freak out." And then the guy's like, "Holy shit, it's right here." Like under the dock.
Maybe he was fucking
And
with
I'm
you.
like, "Don't fucking tell me that."
Yeah.
Right? And then he was like, "Oh wait, never mind. It was just a manatee. There was a big ass manatee there, but there was actually a stingray out there earlier in the day." Right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy fuck, don't move." Right? So I finally get picked up, and keep in mind, I think we left the dock at like 12,
And by
maybe.
the way, you guys
Right?
had like no gas left.
Yeah, no, none. We were literally getting back there with the
The
gas
gauge on like
gauge or
0.
whatever beeping at Shannon as we're getting back, right? And I'm sitting there and I've been in the water for 5.5 fucking hours, right? Awful, right? Get back. I look at my phone, it's 5 fucking 30.
No, but you
I
you
I
forgot the
I
part where Shannon was pulling into the dock. So Shannon's never docked a jet ski. Let alone
she
really drove
just
one.
bro, I almost shattered my elbow.
Yeah.
She
So
drove
there's a
directly
dock.
into the
Like
concrete wall.
there's their dock is like concrete with like concrete pillars going into the water. So they were going in, and Shannon was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like turning, and slowly still going into the wall. And Brady's dad goes, fuck. Takes his keys, takes his wallet, takes his phone, and throws it at me.
Jumps,
Jumps
yeah, and
in the
then jumps in
water
the water,
and like
bro.
kicks it away from the pole. It still like dinged it a
Yeah,
little bit, but I
and
give him an A plus.
I'm sitting there pushing. My
Oh
elbow
my
almost
god.
shattered.
Yeah,
Like
that
I'm
was
pushing
so bad.
against the concrete pillar, trying to not let this thing hit it. Right? I'm like both my feet were off to the left, right? Because that was like the side that his house was on. Off to the left, trying to get as far out as I can to push away from this thing. Right? It was not gonna fucking work. But I had just spent 5.5 hours in the fucking water. I was not spending another second. So fuck that if you think I was jumping back in. Not gonna happen, right?
Like, what
Also,
happened?
I like you tried to drink your water and there was none in
There
it,
was a
but
little bit
it's fine.
left. I drank
Yeah,
it.
okay. So I do that, right? And like we finally get out, but it's 5:30, and I grab my phone. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm really sorry. Like you're not gonna believe me. Like I'm sorry. Like
You
I
sunk a
promise I wasn't
fucking
doing anything
jet ski.
stupid, but like yeah, like I just sunk a fucking jet ski, right?
Oh, so you
And
admit
she's
you
like,
did it.
no, I said we. I
No,
said
you
we
said I.
sunk a jet
No,
ski.
you said
No, I
I
said
said.
we.
No, you said
No,
I.
no, I said
We'll,
we.
we'll, we'll listen to it back.
That's fine.
Just know
I
that if he
said
said I, he takes fault immediately, and everything else is.
I said we just sunk a fucking jet ski, but that's fine.
Continue.
So sunk the jet ski, and she was like, "Oh no, like okay, like that's fine, whatever. I just want to make sure you were safe." I was like, "Oh, thanks." That should have been green flag number one. Um, Still waited like 2.5 months to ask her out after that, but
Oh yeah, we
you know,
get it. You're in a
besides the
relationship.
point.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Um, so yeah, that was kind of an issue, but Tarbit sunk a jet ski.
No, I
That
did
was
not.
shitty.
I did not. Say.
Um, Sunk a jet ski and then made Brady pay his uncle for it. Dickhead move,
You're
in
on
my
some shit.
opinion. That's just me though. Um,
You're on. You're trying to
but
start. You're trying to get something out of me, and I don't get it.
I'm just,
Um,
I'm trying to be
but anyways,
a Hall of Fame
that's the
instigator.
jet
You know
ski.
what I'm
That's the
saying?
jet ski
Hall of
story
Fame
and
instigator.
whatnot. But
Also,
then,
You can still see me, right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm checking something on my computer.
So now we're gonna take us into our top 3 places to eat. Logan came up with this topic. It is gonna be like a fast food restaurant, a sit down restaurant, and then like a dessert type of place. I'll go first and see check something out. So me personally, when I think of fast food, I don't think I've had anything better than Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is just top tier. It's S tier. You're not beating it, you know. So I feel like that's it. Plus, I have good
Mm.
memories there, you know. Um, so secondly, like my sit down would be Pizza Time. That place is just gas. It is. It is. It's not like top tier Italian food, but it's like the best you're gonna get in like Coral Springs, in my opinion. For what I order. So I got that. And then for my favorite place I ever ate out of, because we're doing one out of state or whatever, it's gonna be called a place called BLT in like New York City. It is owned by a seasoned winner of MasterChef because you know every time they win they get their own restaurant. And that was my first time ever trying ribs and like stuff like that, and it was gas as fuck. I was in love, and it was just we ended up meeting the guy. He's a great guy. Blah, blah, blah. It was just an awesome time. Um, and then my dessert place is gonna be Melting Pot. Logan tell me it's not a dessert place, but I'm gonna say they have desserts because they do like the fondue or whatever it's called, and I love it because I get like the s'mores one, and then they give you like fruits, Rice Krispie treats, brownies, stuff like that. And you dip it in there, and it's so gas. Um, yeah. So that's mine. Let me hear yours.
Okay, favorite fast food place. Okay, I have to ask a question. I don't know if this constitutes. Is like Cane's fast food?
It's like a Chick-fil-A, in
Okay,
my opinion.
so Cane's, but we don't really have Cane's around here. Cane's is the best fast food place I've ever had in my life. Other than Cane's, like something that we have around here, Huey Magoo's is very close. Like it's
Had it.
very close. You've never had Huey Magoo's? It's on
Nope.
Wiles. It's Wiles
Never.
University. It's so gas. It's right next to Bolette. You should try it sometime. Get their barbecue and say fuck the coleslaw. Get double fries. Gas. Um, yeah. But that's probably like other than Cane's. I was like around here. That's probably it. Um,
Sit down.
best like sit down restaurant. I don't know. I'm really biased because I was there on Thursday. Rocco's Tacos goes crazy.
Mm.
They make their own guacamole like in front of you. I will say it's $16 for guacamole. It's fucking expensive,
Because they
but
make it in front of you.
yeah, they make guacamole in like a bowl in front of you,
Just try that shit
right?
up.
And then whatever, right? Gas. They have their chips have this like Rocco's Tacos seasoning on them. So good, right?
Mm.
They have so when you get chips and salsa, they have three different kinds of salsas. They have like a green salsa. It's like kind of spicy. They have like a normal like red sweet salsa, whatever, like some bullshit like medium, so whatever. And then they have a red pepper salsa, and that shit bangs. I like peppers, so like I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe not everybody, but that shit's so good. Um, and then they have this like I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like a fajita kind of thing. Um, but they have seafood mojitas,
Fajitas.
fajitas. They're so good, right? It's like shrimp, scallops. I think it's like grouper, some form of fish, right? I don't really know. It's
Yeah.
like cubed up, whatever. So gas, corn, peppers. Oh, it's amazing. Um, that shit's good. And then favorite like dessert place, Carvel, right? Like Carvel is just it, right?
Respectfully.
Um, whether you want like an ice cream cake
Oh.
or like a milkshake. Like they have like
They have
carvalanches, right? So
everything. Yeah.
like a blizzard, right? But a carvalanche is like the same thing. Or just their soft serve ice cream is so gas. Um,
Yeah. They do it all.
actually, really funny, right? So me and my girlfriend used to go there all the time, right? We would like random like her family like loves having dessert, right? So like they would like ask if like to go get dessert or whatever like at night like after dinner and you're like yeah sure right like we'll just go. And so this girl who works at the Carvel in Parkland, it's like you know what I'm talking about, like the one right next to
Mm.
the LA Fitness.
Yeah.
She used to know my girlfriend, and every time I like not just from going there, right? So every time we would go in, she would
Never
ask
order.
her. Well, no, so they have this flavor called cookie butter, I think is what it's called, right? And anytime my girlfriend would go in, she would ask to try cookie butter, right? So anytime that girl was working, she would look at her and she was like, "Cookie butter," and Cheyenne would be like, "Yeah." And so I started making a joke that she called her the cookie butter girl, but whatever. Um, but no, Carvel is gas. That place is so good. Swirl ice cream with Reese cups, bangs.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I would say probably Huey Magoo's, Rocco's, and then um Carvel.
Valid.
I don't know. I don't get the hype behind Cherry Smash.
It's overpriced, bro. Come on now.
First of all, that bitch is expensive, right? And like it's all right, but like it's really not that good.
Like creepy beat
So
there too. Um. Yeah. So into our last mini topic because this is already a decently long mini.
yeah,
Um.
we're gonna have to get on this. We're like 50 minutes in.
44. Um.
44.
But Andrew Tate got banned from Instagram and Facebook. So obviously Instagram is owned by Facebook. So or Meta, whatever. I think that's the new company name. Is owned by Meta.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you get banned on one, you'll be banned on both. And he got banned on it. So Logan and I feel the exact same way about Andrew Tate, so I'll let him explain how we feel about it. Because personally, he got banned. I don't give a shit. The world keeps spinning. But how do you feel about Andrew Tate, man?
So, purely business wise, I think what people have to realize in this world is that controversy sells. Okay. No matter what your beliefs are, whether you think Andrew Tate is like anything that he says is credible or everything that comes out of his mouth is fucking stupid, right? Which I'm on the latter side. I think anything that comes out of that dude's mouth is just fucking idiotic, right? But what he does very well, right, is he understands that controversy sells, right? And he is anything that comes out of his mouth is controversial.
He's
Everything,
abusing it
right?
right now.
So anytime he goes on a podcast or goes on some form of social media and says controversial shit,
People look.
it gets his name out there, right? And anytime you hear his name, you're like, oh, Andrew Tate, right? Like you know who the guy is,
Mhm.
right? I guarantee you, when we brought up his name and how he got banned, everybody who's listening to this was like, "Oh my god, like yeah, I know who that guy is." Right? The guy who says a bunch of random stupid shit about like women and all this kind of shit on podcasts,
Podcast.
and he just looks like an idiot the whole time. And yes, right? Like he looks dumb. Everything that he's saying is dumb, but for him, in business wise, it's
Mhm.
doing him well. He's getting a lot of money. He's, getting a lot of publicity from all this stuff. Whether it's
For
good
free.
publicity or not, you know, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There's either good publicity or publicity. And that bad publicity, that's
Still
just publicity,
publicity.
is still getting you
Your name out there.
your name out there, and your name out there is getting you money and it's benefiting you. So even that bad publicity isn't bad publicity. It's just publicity that people don't like you for. And when people like him get to that point, and Andrew Tate doesn't need money, right? Like he
He's
comes
rich
from a
already.
family where he doesn't need money, right? But he he gets his name out there and he gets his business model by being controversial. And let me go back to saying I think everything that comes out of his mouth is holy shit. I think everything that comes out of his mouth is fucking stupid,
Mhm.
right? But business wise in his business ventures, it's
Pretty high for
gotten
him.
him as far as he has now, and that's pretty fucking far, right? Um, so I don't think you know the world's never like nobody's gonna be sad that Andrew Tate's off Instagram or off Twitter or off Facebook or whatever. Not Twitter, but you know what I mean. Actually, I
So
think
he's on
his
Twitter.
Twitter was already deactivated anyway, but he's probably back on. I don't fucking know. But either way, like I don't think that the world's gonna stop spinning. I don't think anybody's really gonna care that he's not on social media anymore. But I think it just makes it that when he finally gets back on social media and unbanned, because inevitably it happens with everybody who's like that, it's gonna make his comeback that much bigger for
Bigger.
him, which is just gonna make him more money. So you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
but I like I said, think he's a fucking idiot. I think he understands that you know publicity is publicity, whether it's good or bad, it's publicity,
Sells.
and controversy sells. So
All right. I think that's gonna do it for this episode today. We got our clickbait title right there. So, all right, that's all from the Celibacy Crew today, and I'll see you.
bye.